And I'm back now, and I've got my friend Mr. Sanford with me, and he's gonna give me his predictions for tonight's event, starting from the top to the bottom. I'm gonna start with Stipe and Dos Santos. Who do you see taking this?
See, I think this is one of the harder of the main card to pick. I think since the last fight, Dos Santos won and proved you can't really stand with Dos Santos, and his takedown defense is as strong as you really think. I mean, I think Stipe had 18 takedowns attempted and only succeeded in one takedown. And then you had Junior taking him down later on in the fight when Stipe started to feel the force, how hard that man can punch, because he is hammers for hands. But Stipe, since that fight, obviously him being the champion now, and he's had really, to me, taking Overeem stand up the way he did.
Yep.
And dismantling. And to me, one of his biggest things was Werdum in Brazil taking him down. And if you ever watch any of the pre-fight press conferences or anything going into Brazil, anybody that isn't Brazilian is hated in Brazil. So to do that in front of them kind of fans, with Brazil being such a fighting kind of country, was brilliant. So it shows that the pressure he can deal with the pressure. So I would probably pick Stipe for this fight.
Yeah.
Just because Junior's had one fight since that's really stood out to me, and that was the Ben Rothwell fight, and he did look good, but to me Ben Rothwell's nothing on Stipe and the way he's fighting right now.
He took a loss to Overeem as well, so I mean.
And Overeem is technically one of the best strikers in the heavyweight divisions. I mean, he's a K1 monster, and he always has been, and their striking is just mad.
He has crafted himself into an absolute technical beast now as well. Is Overeem.
I mean, I think the main thing is just, as I said, how he deals with pressure. And the thing with Junior is, Junior stands and picks people apart. There's something about me, he can just look at people, and over the kind of later half of the fight, you just see him hitting, and it's always his overlooking right hand. It's the same one that took down Kane that he'll try and hit. But I think Stipe is a bit smarter this time, and I don't think he will go 5 rounds. I think Stipe will finish him before that. But as I said, it's one of the hardest ones because it just takes one big shot from Junior and it finishes any fight. So
that's it.
So it is a hard one to pick.
I'm putting my money on Dos Santos. I reckon a third, 4th round knockout, TKO at least.
It isn't a bad shout. It is definitely a possibility. I just think Stipe's got it. Overall, I think he's got it. Just the momentum he's got coming into the fight versus a win over Ben Rothwell. I think what Miocic has done is he's going up, and I think he's going to continue that for a few more fights.
Okay. What about we move on to the strawweight championship here? Joanna Jedrzejczyk versus Jessica Andrade. Who you got?
See, I think it needs to be Joanna. It sounds very predictable, but I mean, every single time I see her fight, she seems better than the last time I seen her fight.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just the way she went, and she's been a Muay Thai champion before she came into the UFC. But ever since she joined the American Top Team, I think that this is when she's going to add a bit more tools, because the coaches they've got there, I mean, they've had some of the best going through. They had the likes of Robbie Lawler. I mean, I know he's left, but you've had a lot of them in their prime have been with American top team. So Joanna to me just gets better. I think Jessica Andrade, the big thing with her is she used to be bantamweight fighter, and she moved down because she lost a few fights. But the power she's still got the power she did then in strawweight. So Joanna has been caught, but I still think that she'll pick Jessica Andrade upon her.
I'm with you. I mean, I think the record for Joanna speaks for itself. She's 13-0.
Mm-hmm.
She's on her 5th title defense right now. I don't think she's slowing down. I think she's taking it.
No. I think Carolina wins her next fight against Claudia. I think she'll meet Joanna again, and I think that's when Joanna, because our last fight with Carolina was really close. That was a really good fight, and I think if they have a second fight, I think that's when she'll be tested again, because I think Carolina's kind of improved from what she did in the first fight, because she seemed to get more used to the fight too late. She kind of didn't have her head in the fight until near the end. So I think Joanna will be the next big fight for that belt.
So she can acclimatise early on this time. You think she'll get in with a shout of taking Joanna down?
Joanna's takedown defense is really good as well, though. It is really good. But as I said, like Jessica moving down, she's still as strong as she was when she was a bantamweight.
It's a 20-pound difference, so that's a big difference.
She seems to be. Sorry?
The 20-pound difference is a big difference.
It is, but the strength, like if you watch the last fights, I mean, I know when she fought, fighting Jojo, when she fought Jojo Calder, like Jojo's a big girl as well, and like for the way she handled her on the floor, I still think she's quite a bit stronger than the majority of the strawweights.
Well, she got the submission. She got the win too.
And I think I just think I thought she wouldn't be a strong dropping, but she seems to still have that power there, even though she is a good bit lighter.
I think this fight either way could be one of the fights of the night.
I think one of the fights of the night is one of the fights you're going to go to. So I'll wait till there before that.
We'll move on now
I think it's going to be
Damian Maia and Masvidal.
See, this is a funny one to me, because really the question I need to ask with this fight is the same every single time Damian Maia fights: is Masvidal going to be able to stop Maia, dragging him to the floor and strangling him? Because that is the whole fight. Damian Maia is an absolute monster. I mean, the people like Rick, the likes of Rick Story. Rick Story is an absolute animal. He is built, he is huge, and Damian Maia took him to the ground. And I mean, if you look at the submission, he didn't even have the choke in. He was around his chin, and he squeezed it until the blood just oozed from fucking Rick Story's mouth. And I mean, like, the force he can apply and the way he can take anybody. I mean, the way he made Carlos Condit, who's again really, really good on the floor, and just made him look really, really ordinary. It's kind of scary. So Masvidal's got a chance if he keeps Maia standing up, and
he's got the diverse
keeps him
striking.
at length. He needs to keep him at length. Like, quite a lot of his fights as well, he's quite good with a flying knee when people come in for the double leg. So if Maia goes for that, because Maia usually runs in, takes somebody for a double leg, and just uses his strength against the cage and drags him down.
Yeah.
So if Masvidal keeps his distance and keeps on his back foot and waits for that, he's got a good chance of catching him. But he can't jump on him too early. Like seeing when Maia fought Mark Brown, Damian Maia got hit and actually pretended to be more hurt than he was to make Mark Brown come on him. And after Mark Brown got on top of him, Maia flipped him and strangled him. So he needs to keep his head, and Masvidal is quite a fiery fighter, and I just think he's gonna go in over his head and try and grapple with Damian Maia, and I just don't think it's gonna work for him.
No.
So I've got Damian Maia strangling Masvidal in maybe the second round.
And EastEnders finished to that one.
Sorry?
And EastEnders finished to that. I know you're excited about this next one. I know you are. Frankie Edgar takes on Yair Rodriguez.
See, this to me is a really exciting fight. You've got Yair, who really could be the next big thing. He really could. I mean, his striking is crazy. I mean, some of his kicks and stuff, I think, he's been a bit too over the top for the sake of being over the top at times. I mean, these kicks do hit, and he does knock people out with ridiculous kicks, but some of them leave him a bit open to people like Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar likes getting in close, being dirty, the dirty box and the elbows, and dragging him down for his wrestling. And I think Frankie, if he can get in and keep close to Yair, I think he'll win on points. But Yair could finish it very, very quickly if he keeps Frankie, because Frankie's a lot shorter, and the reach difference is quite big, and Yair's got really long legs. So if he keeps Frankie at distance, he's got a really good chance. But if Frankie gets close, I think he'll just grind him out. He'll grind him out for the 3 rounds.
Frankie's got a lot more experience.
Frankie's a warrior. I mean, he's had some of the best fights I've ever seen. Like his fight against Gray Maynard, the first fight, where he gets knocked down about 7 times in 1 round and then comes back to get a draw. I mean, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen. Just like how much damage a little guy like that can take and just keep bulldogging at somebody and grinding them out, to me is just crazy. So it's and again, it's a jump in competition for Yair. I mean, I know we fought BJ Penn, but that's an old BJ Penn. That's not the BJ Penn that won 2 weight classes. That's not the same guy, like. So
no.
And his last fight, he got a decision, and to me, Yair wasn't a convincing win, his last win. So I think he's got a lot to prove, but he could prove it, and this could be a massive fight for him. This is why it's like, to me, I think this is like the true UFC fans kind of, the fighters kind of main card fight, if you know what I mean. As much as the Junior Stipe fight's a really good fight, I think this is either a legend kind of having a second run at it, or this is the new guy just jumping forward, and I mean, he will be getting a title shot soon, I would think, if he beats Frankie. He's going to take a massive jump
Frankie's
in rankings.
What,
so.
second ranked, is he? Number 2?
Yeah. But it's kind of hard to say, because the UFC is kind of strange with who gets to fight the champions now. It's kind of whoever makes the most money more than whoever deserves it more. I mean, I was really happy. I mean, I was looking forward to this George St. Pierre Bisping fight.
Yep.
But I'm kind of glad George is out and Bisping's fighting Yoel Romeo, because that's a fight that should happen. And I think that's a fight that Bisping was trying to avoid. I don't think he wanted that fight. I think he wanted to beat George, which I think he probably could have, because he is quite a bit bigger. George doesn't look healthy when he's that kind of big. I've seen a few clips of him, he didn't look that healthy when he was that kind of size. So I think Bisping was wanting to beat him and then retire. I think that was his plan. I don't think he was planning on fighting much after the George fight.
No. Well, there you go then. That's your predictions. I'm going to go as far to say that I think Christoph Jatko will get beat by David Branch. There's a whole load of fights on the undercard. And I noticed Gabriel Benitez down there on the undercard. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I think it's a solid show. Even the undercard's worth a shout.
Now, see, I think I like the Poirier Ariel Alvarez fight. I think Poirier's got a really good chance of knocking out Alvarez, and if he does, I think that's kind of solidifies him, because ever since he lost against Conor, he lost quite bad against Conor. But people are forgetting that was his only his fight against Michael Johnson was a really good fight. He looked really good. He looked really good in his Jim Miller fight. He's looking good. So if he takes down Eddie, I think he's got a shout up there as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
One of the kind of younger, well, not as much younger, one of the kind of newer guys that's on the undercard that I'm actually quite excited to watch is Chad Skelly.
Yeah,
he's fighting Jason Knight, and I think that's going to be a really good fight. Chad Skelly in his last few fights, he's a bit kind of, again, he's a bit showboating kind of. He's not as much cocky, but he likes trying over the top techniques to try and catch somebody, and he's quite explosive. So I think he's going to be big if he keeps going up the way he did in his last few fights.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. There's a lot of decent fights, even when you look down the card and you see
Oh, see, I think this is by far the best card of the year so far. I mean, and looking at what the cards are going to be for the next few fights and the next few kind of UFCs, I'm not really looking forward to as much as I've been looking forward to this. I mean, with Garbrandt pulling out at the Dillashaw fight, well, not pulling out, he's got the back injury, so the Dillashaw fight's not going to happen. So, a lot of the fights I was looking forward to are not going to happen. The Jones fight's obviously a big fight that's going to happen, but I think this card has been the best card of the year so far, and the best card I can see happening this year.
Yeah, how do you think it'll compare to the night that we had with Anthony Joshua and Klitschko?
See, again, this is the thing. I used to be a big boxing fan. Still, I'm a big boxing fan to an extent. But with MMA, when I'm looking at cards like this, almost as I said, for this whole main card, I'm looking forward to every single fight. For the Joshua fight, you're only kind of most people are really there to watch the Joshua Klitschko fight. That's a fight people are there to watch.
Yep.
Boxing hasn't got the kind of. It's got the older kind of loyalists, but to me, it's not got the same kind of following as it used to. I think the UFC and stuff's just blowing up because of Conor McGregor and stuff. I think it's going to go past boxing eventually.
Oh yeah, I think boxing's going to have a good year, especially if McGregor and Mayweather throw down. But I think UFC's king. I'm with you. UFC's king.
And me, but for boxing, there's Lomachenko for boxing. He's one of the best boxers I've ever seen. He's an amazing boxer, but he doesn't get enough exposure. Like your average person wouldn't have heard of Lomachenko, whereas your average person will have heard of Conor McGregor now.
For anybody that doesn't know,
that's kind of thing I'm talking about. They don't get the. It's only like you've only got really a handful of boxers now that everybody will really know. I know to the UFC it's the same extent. You've only got your Ronda Rouseys and your Conor McGregors, but the UFC is getting up there. And to me, boxing's not as not as popular as it used to be.
Yeah, but when you got a guy like Lomachenko who just eats amazing boxers, like, and you show that in a sport and he's not being showcased properly, that shows you there's a fundamental flaw in the
like, boxers make a lot more money than the UFC fighters do. That's just bad management and no unions and stuff, but that's a different story. So,
it's more because it's like people get a mistake. It's not MMA, it's UFC. So it's like they're not going to get as much money because it's one company.
But I mean, I like to see the UFC continuing to get bigger. I'd like to see Bellator getting bigger. There's a lot of people there that I'd like to see fight as well. So I don't know. It's I would like to see it get bigger and getting respected for really more what it is. Than I don't really like the whole. Like I like Conor McGregor, but I don't like the whole kind of showboating over the top, kind of making a scene to try and get a fight. I prefer the best people fighting the best people. That's kind of the reason I watch the UFC in the first place, is to see who's the best fighter or not, who can get the most attention.
Yeah, that's why you're a Khabib guy, innit? Yeah, I'm the same. I like Khabib, but I like McGregor too because I mean, he makes it exciting at the same time.
No, he does. He definitely does. He definitely does. And people like himself who likes wrestling and stuff. It's that kind of hype is why you like wrestling. So I can see why a lot more people. It's kind of put in a lot more people. So it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
and to me, I shouldn't really complain. Being somebody that loves good fights, like feeling the UFC money's only going to get bigger fights, so I shouldn't really complain.
That's it. Well, that's been a very deep and insightful insight into UFC 211 from Mr. Sanford.
As I said, like this is going to be the best card for the year, I think. There's no really. It's like this is like, most of the fights that I thought were going to come up, and I thought Yair was going to get a bigger fight, but I didn't think it would have been Frankie after Frankie. I don't know. It's just the fights seem to fit perfect.
When do you think? When's Ferguson fighting next? Do you know?
I don't know, because I saw that shit with Diaz, and I think Diaz should have took the Tony Ferguson fight. I think he's stupid for not taking it. Because like he's waiting it for this fight with Conor again, and like it's not gonna happen right now anyway because of this Mayweather push. So like, to me, take the Ferguson fight, beat him. That makes you the number one contender, so that you will get the Conor McGregor fight when he comes back. You will need to be the next person that fights him. Yeah. Rather than wait until Conor's back, then he fights Tony Ferguson, and then why do you fight Tony Ferguson if he wins, or why do you fight? Like, the fight's not the same unless you're the guy that's supposed to be there anyway. I don't think anyway.